Hello everybody and welcome back to the Experimenters. It's your boy LambChop here, back on the XCraft SMP. Now this is the second time recording the intro, and I waffled on last time for about 6 minutes talking about the plans and stuff, and then showing you a little template of what the plan was for today. And the reason why that is a very much close-up of my face, Jesus freaking Christ. But the reason why I had a bit of problems with the last clip that I recorded was because I messed up on my audio and had my mic muted. It has been about 2 months since recording, so yeah, bear with me, I'm back. So basically, between the last episode and the episode before, it was about 2 months that I haven't uploaded any XCraft. And the reason behind that is I got lazy. I couldn't be bothered to edit, and I was really enjoying streams, which I still am enjoying the streams, but I am missing you guys here on YouTube and on XCraft. So, I am saying I am back, and we are going to smash out the rest of this season. So, for the episode that I'm recording now, it's a big one. So basically, I am doing this whole entire area over. So, what does that mean? Well, you see this wall? This is going to be a completely new river that I'm going to be adding up here. So what you're thinking to yourself is, why do I need a river over this area? Because we've got the Nether Gardens there. It kind of clash having water and lava. Well, basically, because I'm planning on building a Skyrim-inspired sawmill. Most sawmills that you see in Skyrim are next to a river with a massive water wheel powering the saw. So that is what I'm going to do here. So we're going to make a complete custom river. This is just a rough plan of like where the river is going to go. Where them torches is where the build for the sawmill will go. And then dotted around, we're going to have every single type of tree that can be grown in this area. Now, the reason that I plan to do this is more of a throwback to the beginning of the season when this area was my tree grinding area. And I think that'd be quite fun to do. I am going to add over in this stony area the 2 types of trees for the nether as well. Just so we can finish the nether garden and finish this whole entire area off. With that being said, I do plan on finishing the nether gardens because we still got to finish all the netherrack around here, the netherrack around this bit, around here, cropping out to this area. And then I believe, yeah, this back bit here still needs to be finished, and around here as well. So the plan is to finish this and get this tree area up and running. Now, one thing that I did plan, and I think it will work, is I want to build like a little, not really a bridge, but like it kind of is a bridge. It's a water bridge pretty much, where the water will carry on going over a man-made structure and then pour into the river down here. Now, the reason why I wanted to do that is I feel like that would add a bit of reason for this area. Like, it started to erode away, and this is someone's way of making sure that this river does not affect this hillside. These darker blue bits are going to be for bridges over these pathways. And then I want to extend this wall up this way and up that way as well. Just so it gives it a more complete vibe. Because at the moment, you can literally just go plonk, which makes no sense. And then last but not least, I want to finish this area. I want to make a building to cover up the cactus farm fully and make it look pretty as hell. I was contemplating making a little farm next to this for what's called bamboo, so then we can have an auto system to smelt up this. But to be fair, whenever I need this, I can just chuck loads of this in a furnace and get it smelting that way. I will probably increase the size of storage because, as you can see, there is some cactus just there, which is probably going to cause a bit of lag for the server as it keeps growing. And then last but not least, we are going to we're going to tackle this cave and make this an awesome looking smuggler's cave, which would be pretty dope. So, as we're back to recording, we have got a massive undergoing. So we've got 1 massive project, 2 massive project, a 3rd massive project, and then the whole tree area as well. And then hopefully the final completion of the Nether Gardens. Well, the exterior of the Nether Gardens, because I still have to finish the top layer of this, which, to be frank, I don't think it looks too bad. Like, I could sign this off and say this room is complete. So what we're going to do is we are going to jump into a time lapse as I get this river done and then have this building built. So enjoy this time lapse. Ah, yeah. Right, so as you saw from that time lapse, we've started the river, so to say. We haven't finished it yet. We've still got a long way to go. So as you saw from that time lapse, we have started adding the river over on the other side, and we have built the sawmill. So look at that. Oh yeah. So what I have done after the time lapse, and I thought it was boring to not record, I have moved the wall for the river to go round this way, and it carries on this way as intended. And then I have marked out the next build. Now, in my creative world, where I build all my buildings first, I never really understand the scale of things, like when I'm building in there, because I'm like, oh wow, let's just keep building, this looks nice. Yeah. This is way too big for this area anyway, but I'm going to make it work. So my plan is, where the stone is, I want that to be the nether tree area, which will look awesome. Then I've got a building there, which will have one tree farm there, one tree farm here, potentially one over there. Right, so next thing, like I said, I want to go and check my profits. So let's go and do that right now. Right, so we have made some bling blang diamonds. Let's go. So we've made over a stack. 32 is going to Granger because we sold 2 respawn kits. So I'll go and chuck them in his post box in a second. And then I made 38 for myself, which is not too bad. Yeah, we're rolling in it. Well, not as much as someone else on the server.
Hello there.
But we don't talk about that. Right, so we've checked the shops. We've talked about the build. Oh, my face is gone. We've talked about the stuff that we need to do. Let's crack on with the next build. So enjoy another little time lapse. Bop. Right, so we've finally finished the second building and put in place the river. Now what I have done extra on top of the time lapse, so I've roughened up the staircase heading up to here added some dirt and some textures into this to make it look a little bit better. And I did make the river a little bit wider because it was not as wide as I would like. Now we still need to finish this bit over here, but I'm coming to this later, and I'm going to make a canal that goes out, and then the water should feed into the river down there. But like I said, that is a later project. Now I don't want to do any more time lapses this episode, but I might have to because I have got one more build left to build. But I kind of want to bring you into the thought process of how I think and how I do things. So obviously this whole area is for harvesting all these types of logs, and we need 6 different pens. So if we get our cobblestone. Now originally I was planning on building a wall out here. So what I'm gonna do, and we need to make sure that it stays clear. So if we go from like here, and then we just like jot out a nice rough in cobblestone like pen area. It'd just be like doing the rough lining with this, and then we'll come with the texture and add the stuff a little bit later. So that would be like the first pen area done, and then obviously we'd have like a pathway coming out along here, along the river, which would be pretty cool. Okay, so we've got them all in place. We've got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, I'm missing one. I thought I had them all in place. Maybe another one here in this facility. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 over this way, because I want this path. See, I don't know if I want. Actually, do I want this path to come this way? Because over here is we're gonna do what we're doing with these tree farms. Is we're gonna build 2 more over here, but instead of doing cobblestone and all that sort of stuff, we're gonna do black stone because it is gonna be the nether trees, which will be pretty dope. Which I will get them done as well today. Right, so now we've got the pens roughed out. What we need to then do, or what I am going to do, is let's just work on one. So we get some this, we get some of that, we get some of this, and some of that. And then last but not least, we need some normal stone, and then some andesite as well. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to start adding some texture and some added stuff to these. Now, as you can see, I haven't even started the pathways because I kind of leave the pathways till last. Make sure I get the buildings in place, and then I can start connecting things up. So with this, is all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start, you know, grabbing some of this, bringing these ones down, because obviously these are all the way down here. But then we're going to get some like andesite here. Put some like andesite walls, some normal walls like so, and then we're just going to start going around and adding a bit of texture to this. So like places like here we do that, and then we can like just add. So you get the picture. We are literally just going to go around with the andesite, with the cobblestone and smooth stone, which I didn't even have on me, which is there. So we can chuck some smooth stone. I don't know if I'm going to have him that high, actually. We can just do that. Now, I will probably convert this over to Podzol as well, just to add a bit more texture to it. Podzol and obviously the coarse dirt as well. So if we carry on from here, so we got another one. And we're just going to try and just alternate it, is my plan. Is just to make sure like we have enough ratio of every type. And then we can come in as well to add a bit more variance and add the slabs to it too. Right, so now all the pens are done with the cobblestone and all the other stone variants. I've got one over there, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I get it. There should have been 6, but I kind of want this space here for other bit of decoration later on. And including over here as well, we have started the nether tree farms, which are basically going to be exactly like this, but with blackstone and a basalt instead. So I'm not really going to show you much on that. I'm going to slowly progress doing that while I'm doing the other bits. So now we are moving on to the final stage of what I do with these. So what I'm going to do now is I've got some coarse dirt, some podzol, and some leaves. So basically, the plan now is we get our shovel. Just place these down. So we get some podzol. And then it's just a case of going along, getting rid of all this. Like so. Now we're going to do this for every single one. But again, I'll go through this one and then I'll do the rest afterwards. And then we get the podzol. And try and carry on with how it was, like that. We will then use the coarse dirt just to add a bit of texture and variety into it. And maybe add a bit of a gravel. I couldn't even think what the word was, but a bit of gravel as well, just to finish it off. Right, so then we just go down to this level. Now already that just changes it so much. And then what we're going to do after that is, like I said, just in some random, like, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just walking around. If I see an area's got too much, then we put some normal coarse dirt. And that just breaks it up. Like so. And like I said, I think maybe 1 or 2 bits of gravel as well, because yeah, we need a bit more variety in here. So just dump these about, and there you go. And this is now ready to chuck down some trees, some saplings, let them grow up, and then we can harvest them. And like I said, that is what you do to every single one. Now for the final touch and the final bit of decoration, and we could always add some barrels and stuff around, which I probably will, but then we just come along with the leaves, and then we just, you know, dot them about here and there, just to add a bit more colour and texture into the pens. And these are tree farms, so of course they're going to have some leafage around it, you know. They don't just look there pretty all the time. So we just dot these about like so. And again, I'm not really doing any form of like patterns or anywhere. I'm just putting it down where I feel feels best. Bam. Now the issue with my area is so dark. I need to light things up, but I'm really bad. I know I've added torches, but that was more for like decorative reasons. Right, so with the pathway, what I tend to do is I will put a rough... Jesus Christ! I will put a rough pathway in. So obviously it will come around here. Now the only thing is I want to sleep first. So yeah, how I do the pathways is I'll do a rough like way the paths are going to go. So like so. We'll just connect this one up. And then I go with the podzol. We've got some coarse dirt. We've got some leafage. And then I put some brown carpet. I believe it's a brown carpet. Oh yeah, brown carpet with torches underneath, which I haven't got any brown carpet on me right now. So basically mimicking this. So if I go up here. So once I've got the rough line in, it's just areas like this is going to be an issue. So what I was thinking is we just add like this here. Then maybe coming along here. Now what I could do then after this is maybe add some supports to make it look a bit more connected, but I ain't too fussed. And then what I do is I will literally just come along, break what needs breaking. Which will come up to here. Then we get our coarse dirt, our podzol, and our gravel. And then just, you know, go along, dotting around. Again, everywhere I feel needs some, you know. Oh my god, I placed way too much there. But with this, it's the case of like you just need to try and break things up. You don't want it to be too much. You don't want it to be too little. And then you still need to mix in some of that beautiful luscious green grass into this as well. So like that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to beautify the area, and then I'll be back once everything is looking all beautiful and all lush. So we have just finished the pathways and adding all the extras on to the pens. Now comes the bit that makes everything come together. So if we quickly do a little fly up. Now the pathways are a great way of connecting everything and stuff. I've still got to finish obviously this pathway, but that's a later on project. But it's time for the final details. So for this project that I'm doing right now, it's going to be a bridge over here, probably a tree here, maybe a tree or something here, another bridge, some foliage here, maybe some like leaves or something. It's just like little bits that just bring everything together. So like here, for example, would be a good place to have maybe some piles of wood or something there. You know what? Just things to add a bit more story to the build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack on with those. So I'm going to build one bridge there, a second bridge there, some custom trees dotted about. I'm not very good at custom trees, but hey ho. And of course, this over here needs finishing as well, which is going to be a nice little spillway. If that's the right word to be saying. It is floating at the moment, so it does need to have a lovely pillar and arch and maybe something on the top of that as well, which I don't know, would be pretty cool. And then last but not least, I probably want to put something along here, maybe. Just like a little like wall barrier, I think. I don't know if that's too much or not, but I'm going to have a little play, and then I will come back to you guys with the finished product. So yeah, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Okay, so I've done a lot. I didn't mean to do as much as I have done, but oh boy, everything is finished. So let's do a quick flyby, and then you can get a rough idea of the amount of stuff I have done, and it is insane. So let's start from the beginning. So if we walk around from the bridge, I've made it's called like I don't even know what to call it. It's just like a little wall. There's a nice little barricade just to stop people like walking off, falling down the cliff. It just ties this area together nicely. Originally I was going to have something here, but it looked too cluttered. And yeah, first of my custom trees, and I can't do custom trees. Comment down below. What would you give that out of 10? I would give it a 4. I'm really not. I don't know. It's really hard. Like I don't mind doing like the stems and the branches and stuff. It's just when it comes down to the leaves, I really hate it. And then we come down to the river bit here, and the aqueduct has been done. Now I know what the name of it is. And if we go down here, get a really good angle of it. This was not planned. Well, it was planned, but wasn't like designed in a creative world. And to be fair, I am really happy with the outcome. It looks amazing, and it definitely ties. It definitely does tie the river into that river over there. They've got like these little bridges. I tried to keep with the sort of theme with what I've got going over here, except for I have added campfires in, just to add that extra a little bit. Then we've got like little random storage stuff dotted everywhere. And originally I was going to put a custom tree here, but I like the idea because I was looking at some screenshots from Skyrim, and I like the idea of like a totem or some sort of thing that's turned into a fountain, and then the fountain's obviously been broken down, and that's why the water's spilling out. So that's pretty cool. A little bit of detail there. And then it just goes around here. What I did here is I finished the wall now, so now this is fully connected up to here. And again, oh, it looks so good. Added another little bit of wall here as well too. There's just loads of little things that I've added. So for example, I've put custom trees everywhere, but like even like little fences along the walls, bit of wood storage, and something that I didn't plan on doing this episode, but I did finish the Nether Gardens completely. So we've got that tree farm there. We've got the Nether going around here properly. I've added another like path. I've added a bit of like walls everywhere. A bit of like I've just added some like rock formations there. And then just to finish off these, I've added a very simple lamp design for them. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. I did as well, while I remember, is I have built my storage for my woods, and they are proper organized. Like, it's not a auto sorter, it is my own manual placing in the chest, but there's nothing wrong with that. So I've got like, yeah. So what I did was I named with these on the edge. So if I need to know all doors, that is doors and traps, trap doors and buttons and plates and signs and gates. So that is everything. Which, oh my god, this looks incredible. So the last thing we have, and it's annoying because I kind of run out of video time for this episode, but I did want to get this bit done down here and that bit there, which I'm probably going to go and do that over on stream. So if you do want to check that out, twitch.tv/LambChop94_. So I'm going to finish that on stream, and that's going to be amazing. And I'll probably check that in the time lapse at the start of next episode. But before we say goodbye, there is one thing we need to do to wrap up this episode, and that is go to the office and we need to update the map of our area. And oh boy, I'm looking forward to this. So let's take a little screenshot as well. Boom. So let's go do this. Oh damn, let's just take another screenshot of this ready. But oh my god, this looks insane. Oh, there is a little bit of detail that I didn't tell you guys about, but I did put a bridge that's leading towards Granger's area, which I'll show you in a second, but that looks insane. Wow. I love that. What a great way to end the episode. So guys, if you did enjoy this and you do want to see more, do smash that subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll catch you all in the next episode of the XCraft series. Thank you for watching again, and goodbye.